Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a quick 15-minute slow flow Vinyasa practice. So join me on your mat. Bring yourself into a comfortable space to begin your practice. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to arrive. Find this demarcation between this time for yourself and the rest of your day. So allow yourself the next 15 minutes to be here with yourself, body, mind, breath, and spirit. Let go of everything else. Check in. How do you feel today? Notice anything floating through your mind, thoughts, feelings. Send your awareness through your body. Notice any physical sensations. And as always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with yourself as you move through the practice today, and to carry the intention off the mat and out into the world with you. Begin to flutter the eyes open. Inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, release the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, release. Couple more times, lifting and lowering the shoulders, just getting some movement through the shoulder girdle. And then we'll bring the shoulders forward and up, and then roll the shoulders back and down, and then continue to circle your shoulders around a few more times. And then we'll sweep the arms out to the sides and up. And release the arms back down. A couple more times. You can link to your breath if you like, inhaling as you lift the arms up, exhaling as you release the arms down. And then release the arms, gently rock yourself from side to side. Come back to center. Now roll your torso around in circles over to one side and forward, over to the other side and back. A few more circles. You can find your pace here. Make the circles as big or small as you like. And when you feel ready, begin to switch the direction of your circles. And then bring yourself back up to center. Now we'll extend the legs out wide. Take your fingers behind you. Press down into your finger pads. You could be sitting up on something here to give yourself that upright alignment through your spine. Root down into the heels, point the toes up, knees up, press into the fingers, lift up through the crown of the head. Then we'll take the right arm, sweep it over in front of the body and up over that right ear as you spin your heart up towards the ceiling, and then sweep the right arm back in front of you, back over to the right side, and then you take the left arm, sweep it in front of you, and reach that arm up over the ears. You lift up through your heart, and then left arm sweeps back in front of you, back over to the left side. Right arm sweeps in front of you, lift the heart. You continue a few more times, just sweeping the arms from side to side. You can stick with this. It's a few more times from side to side. If you like, you can add on. Next time you bring that right hand down, press down into that right hand and begin to lift your bum, your hips up off of the mat. Sweep that left arm up over the ear. And then you lower yourself back down. The left arm will come back in front of you, over to the left side. Press into that left hand. Begin to lift your bum, your hips up off of the floor as you sweep the right arm up over the ear. So you continue this. Your option here, either you keep your bum down on the floor or you begin to lift the bum as you move it from side to side. And then bring yourself back to center. Hands come under the thighs, lift up the legs, pull the legs in. If you were sitting on something, you can move it out of your way. Let's take it over onto the hands and knees for table position. Spread the fingers. Rock your hips from side to side. Bring your hips back to center. Root down into the hands, tuck the toes under, glide your hips up and back into downward dog. Press down and out through the hands, down and out through the heels. You could have a big or little bend in the knees here. Keep the spine nice and long, natural curves of the spine here, so you're not rounding out through the low back. If you feel like you are, then you put a bend in the knees. Find whatever movement you like here. Rock it back and forth or side to side, or pedal out your legs. And roll up on the balls of your feet and then press the heels towards the mat. And now bend your knees and crouch yourself down into tiger dog, and then glide your hips up and back into your downward dog. Bend your knees, crouch it down, glide the hips up. Again, bend your knees, crouch yourself down. This time as you send your hips up, send the right leg up also. Three-legged dog. Press down through the hands, reach out through that right heel or right toes. Lower that left heel down to the mat. And then release right foot down to the mat. Bend the knees, crouch down. Now send that left leg up for a three-legged dog. Release that left foot down to the mat. Bend the knees, crouch down. Right leg up again, three-legged dog. Now bend that right knee, bring it in towards your chest as you begin to shift yourself forward into a plank. Shoulders come forward over the wrists. And then send that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Release that foot down to the mat. Bend the knees, crouch down, left leg up. Bend that left knee, bring it forward, come into your core plank. Hug the knee into the chest. Press down through the finger pads. Send that left leg up, three-legged dog. Release that foot down to the mat. Crouch it down again, right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, bring it into the chest, come forward, step the right foot through to that right thumb. Turn and drop that left foot to the mat, toes pointing out to the side. Bend both knees, press down into the feet, and then lift up and open to face that long edge of your mat. Bend the right knee, knee tracking over the ankle. We'll bring it into warrior two. Reach the arms wide. Few deep breaths here. And then we'll straighten that right knee, reach the arms up overhead on an inhalation. Bend that right knee, bring the arms back down on an exhalation. Few more breaths like this. Inhale, right leg straightens, arms come up overhead. With the exhale, you bend that right knee. Press it over towards the pinky toe side of that foot, arms come down. Few more, your breath. Back into your warrior two, arms out to the sides, and then release the arms down, straighten that right leg, turn that right foot in, feet parallel-ish. Take the arms wide, five-pointed star. Release the arms down, soften the knees. We'll turn the left toes towards the other end of the mat. Bend that left knee, bringing it into a warrior two, towards the other end of the mat. Arms reach wide. Left knee tracking over the ankle, pressing out towards that pinky toe side of the foot. And then we'll inhale, straighten that left knee, arms reach up overhead. Exhale as you bend that left knee, arms come down. Few more following your breath. Inhaling as you lift, straighten the leg. Exhale, arms come down, bend the knee. And then back to your warrior two. Bend that left knee, release the arms down, straighten that left leg, turn that foot in, arms come wide again, 5-pointed star. Hands to your hips, soften the knees, fold yourself in. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands come down to the mat, or you could keep hands on the hips. Fold yourself in. Few nice deep breaths here. And then if your fingers are not down on the floor or the mat, take the left fingers underneath that left shoulder. Begin to bend that right elbow, reach it up towards the ceiling. Either keep that right elbow bent and pulling up towards the ceiling, or begin to unfurl that right arm up. Right fingers reach up, left fingers reach down. And then right fingers come down to the mat. Bend that left elbow, lift it up towards the ceiling, begin to spin the heart up, and maybe unfurl that left arm. Left fingers back down to the mat. Soften the knees, hands to the hips. Lift yourself up. Arms wide. And then release the arms down, soften the knees again, turn the right toes up, other end of your mat. Bend that right knee. Let's open it into our warrior two. And now right hand to that right thigh, left hand to the left hip. Begin to pull that left hip back, straighten that right leg. Could keep a little micro bend in that knee. Keep the sides of the body nice and long. Triangle pose. Right hand to the right thigh or shin. Reach that left arm up. Stay here, or you reach that left arm up and over the ear. And then the left hand comes back to the hip. Soften the right knee. Bring it back into your warrior two. Arms reach wide. Release arms down, straighten that right leg, turn that right foot in, over to the other side again. Soften the knees, left toes turn up towards other end of your mat. Bend that left knee, open the arms wide. Warrior two. Now right hand to the right hip, left hand to that left thigh or shin. Begin to pull that right hip back, straighten that left leg. Side body long. Left hand to the thigh, to the shin. Reach that right arm up, triangle pose. Maybe you reach the right arm up over the ear. And then soften that left knee, lift yourself back up, back into your warrior two. And then arms come back down, turn that left foot in, open the arms wide, 5-pointed star. Arms down, one more time to each side, soften the knees, right toes turn up towards top of the mat, warrior two. Open up the arms, triangle pose, pull that left hip back, straighten that right leg, right hand to that shin or thigh, left arm reaches high or over the ear. And then back up, you come back into warrior two, bend the knee, open the arms, release the arms down, straighten the right leg, turn that right foot in, soften the knees, take it to the other side, bend that left knee, warrior two, arms open. Triangle pose, right hand to the hip, left hand to the shin or the thigh. Right arm reaches up, heart reaches up. Maybe you take that right arm over the ear if that feels okay for you. And then back up you come into your warrior two. Straighten that left leg, turn the foot in, arms wide. Release the arms down, step or hop the feet together. Turn up towards the top of your mat, arms out to the sides and up, palms together overhead. Soften the knees, pull the hips back, fold yourself in, ragdoll. Shake, nod your head. Maybe rock your hips. Bring yourself to center. Bend the knees, walk the hands out. Step yourself back into your downward dog. Find any movement you like. And then lower knees down to the mat. Come back into a seated position. Again, we take the legs wide. Fingers come around behind you. Press down into the fingers, down into your foundation. Sitting bones, heels, toes up, knees up. And as we did before, we'll begin to sweep the arms around. Right arm in front of the body and up over the ear. And then back over to the right side. Left arm reaches in front of the body, up over the ear. Couple more times. You take it side to side. And if you like, you can add on lifting up the hips and the bum as you go, or not. Your practice, your choice. Back to center. Hands come under the thighs. Pull the legs in. Palms together at your heart. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick, slow flow practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.